What's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to another video where, I'm very inconsistent. And this probably isn't going to be every weekend, but I would like it to be every weekend. Well, every Monday to do the recaps on the race weekends for NASCAR, but other series. But I already know people don't watch this shit, so I'm just doing this for no reason. Let's go. Let's talk about Richmond. This is also unedited because I don't like doing a bunch of fucking edits. So, SVG takes pole. Richmond, starting off in the truck series. Absolute banger, might I tell you, as a Trackhouse fan. All right? Got the hats on. Shout out Lockdown. Pretty interesting. I honestly thought it was going to be the Lane Riggs show. And then it wasn't. SVG took the freaking pole, beat out some really good guys. Talking about Lane Riggs, after the quali, before he went out, he was very unconfident. He says, I think it might have been after. Regardless, in the Lane Riggs interview, which I clipped and posted on there, and then he commented and was like, should have waited for my interview. I was like, what the fuck? Lane Riggs said, Ty Majeski's going to wax us all. I was like, okay, right after I put in a little $20 parlay on you. Nice. Still had hope in my boy Lane Riggs. And, so now going over to the race, Ty Majeski battle versus Corey Heim. That was interesting for one lap. Maybe like a lap and a half. But that was a very big turn of events, because of that, Ty Majeski's tire ended up going down, which ended up he had to go to the pits, and then he ended up going 2 laps down. Because it's just a short track. It's a three-quarter mile. So that was a very big change of events. Boom, Ty Majeski's out the call. Like he's done. He's not winning that race after that point. 2 laps down. Riggs was coming back. Riggs was very much coming back. Had the potential to win that race, and I'm talking win that race. But what happened? No, tell me what happened. His pit crew fucks up twice. Fries it twice. The pit crew job is a very hard job, and I give and kudos to those guys. I think with some training I could do what they do, but it's a job where consistency is the biggest fucking thing, and I'd rather you go slow and be consistent and get 10 and a half second stops, talking about the cup here, versus trying to get 9 seconds, sub 9 second, then fucking up and the wheel not being on. They'll be wasting another 10 seconds trying to put it back on, So it's just more of a consistency thing. Riggs' crew has been okay this year so far, but I would just say that he would have won that race if he did not get messed up twice. And he was pretty aggravated too. So here's the comment. So there's that. What else is in my notes? Let's see. Riggs' crew messes up twice, leading him to failure. Talked about that. Honeycutt is a genuine contender. As much as I don't want to say that as a Lane Riggs fan, he is, bro. He has turned up the second half of the season. After that Watkins Glen part of the season, he just turned up, won 4 races in a row that weekend, and then he's been turned up ever since. He's an absolute competitor. He's a great fucking driver. Tricon is a great thing. Shout out Scott Zibadelli, great crew chief. I would just say, it's. I wouldn't say that Lane is gonna. I don't think Lane's gonna lose. I don't think Lane's gonna lose the chase, but Honeycutt's gonna give him a big run for his money. Overall, though, the truck race was a fucking sleeper. 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10, maybe. Wasn't much going on. SVG ran the high side the entire time. Lane Riggs got fucked up. There was really no battles happening. It was kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's go to Cup. Let's go ahead and go to Cup, man. Blaney and Briscoe starting off 1 and 2, side by side for the first 10 laps. Now, as a person who had money on Blaney, what happened? I know what happened, but as a fan of Briscoe, it was a double heartbreak. So let's just not skip too far. Talking about the first 10 laps side by side, I thought to myself, Briscoe, the hell are you doing? You have the outside, you're gonna burn your fucking tires up, and well, that's what he did. After 10 laps, he ended up finally going back single file instead of just finding the pace and getting in the groove, and started, getting past, dropping like a rock, and burnt the tires. And Blaney was just out steaming ahead. That didn't last very long, though. Then Zane Smith decided to be our first caution of the night and lose talent. He lost his talent. Never really regained it that race, but he did. He lost his talent. Spun out, pit strategy start, whatever. Hocevar gives us another one. Money shifts. He was going into the first. We were watching the on-car. He goes up in the first. He shifts to fifth, and then you hear him go down to fourth, and then somehow he shifted down to third and just and absolutely all neutrals. All neutrals. So, yeah, that was kind of, as a host of our fan, I had no hopes of him even getting a top 10 that race. I'm not going to lie to you. So I wasn't expecting too much. But, yeah, he money shifts, fries a shit, and causes another caution, which, if I'm not mistaken, thinking back to it, because, long night, I'm tired, that causes Ty Gibbs to go a lap down due to the yellow, and a couple other cars go a lap down. There was really like only 10 to 12 cars, I feel like, on the lead lap at one point. Shit, 8 at one point. But yeah, so why I want to bring up Ty Gibbs is because I feel like that was the biggest disappointment all week. Coming off of an amazing Iowa win, right? He won Iowa. Iowa was last week, right? Yeah, he won. He won Iowa, and he was fast. He started P4, if I'm not mistaken, this race, and finished P. Actually, I have it right here on my thing. He started off P4. And he finished P15, and I'm pretty sure a lap down. Maybe not a lap down, but I'm pretty sure a lap down. So, laps completed, 399. He was a lap down. There was only 11 cars on the lead lap. The very last leader was Tyler Reddick, which, let's talk about him for a second. Starting 32nd, getting 11th, and while also, he had potential to win the race if strategies were done right. So, yeah, there's that. So I would say that was a big letdown, other than like Brad starting 9th and then finishing 32nd or something like that. So there was a lot of disappointments due to the yellows and just not being able to find the pace. Joey Logano and Briscoe battle was beautiful for the last 40 laps, 50 laps, and that honestly brought us the entertainment, because the other 350 laps beforehand of the 400 were pretty fucking boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a pretty boring race, but it's okay. There was still good entertainment, and shout out to me and NASCAR Tyler for making it amazing and fun on my broadcast on Twitch. Anyways, Muslim Grandmaster on Twitch. Anyways, but the biggest part for me that was amazing was the pit with 30 to go or 40 to go. Maybe 50, I forget. But Briscoe and Logano, 1 and 2 go in. Logano's leading. Logano goes in, boom. I'm pretty sure he got a sub 9. I think it was an 8.9, 8.8 pit, maybe a 9.1, whatever. Gets out in front of Briscoe. They are basically not side by side, but they're behind each other. Basically, drag race to the freaking to the line of the exit, and then they go out and they're battling. Briscoe ends up getting it to a 0.4 or 0.4 difference, but he just couldn't pass him. Insane battles, love it. As a Blaney fan this weekend, putting money on him, heartbroken. As a Briscoe fan, just in general, no money on him, heartbroken. Seabell was trying to stretch it. Same with Reddick. The strategies could have worked, but I don't know. It's just too early. Richmond's one of them tracks where that tire is going to be a huge difference. Huge difference. And, with 10, 15 to go, they passed Bell. Took down it was a 15-second lead, and within 5 laps made it a 4-second. It was crazy. Larson came back from laps down to finish in the top 6, P6. Let me just double check my sources, aka NASCAR.com. Yes. He started 30th, guys. He started 30th, finished 6th. That was the more impressive thing for me, other than Cindric 29th to 3rd. That was still the most impressive to me. 30th to 6th by Larson, being laps down, trying to catch Logano to get his lap back. It was honestly a really good outing by Larson. And then Larson goes to, because Knoxville, the dirt racing series had the biggest series all year, or the biggest weekend all year, the Knoxville Nationals, if I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. I don't watch too much dirt. I'm trying to get better with it. It was delayed, so literally as soon as Larson parked his car in the onboard, he literally he hopped out when it was running. He ended up taking a flight. I think it was a 2-hour flight, maybe hour and a half, and then he made it to Knoxville on time because he has pole at the Knoxville Nationals. Then goes to win. Honestly, fucking kudos to you, bro. That was fire. And then, to round this video off, Logano wins Richmond. I'll say this. North Wilkesboro, now this. He's got 2 wins on the season. It's officially comeback time. He went from 20th in the points to 9th in the points. Let me double check that. I'm almost certain that like that's what it is. Let's go to the standings. Yes, he went up 4 just that race, bro. He went from 20th to 9th in just 6 races, getting 2 wins, some stage points. Very freaking impressive. Ty Gibbs dropped. Blaney went up. So Blaney's second now. Ty Gibbs is third. Reddick fourth. Briscoe fifth. And actually, Briscoe, Elliott, and Bell just clinched. So they are in the chase. Larson went up to the biggest mover of tonight was Hocevar down 3. He's now 11th. He was like 6th at one point, I feel like. And then SVG went down 1. He is now right there on the cut line with Priest and SVG. SVG's at 567. Priest is at 517. So basically, if SVG can just maintain, like, you know, a mid-pack kind of, because look, he finished 14th and a lap down. He still finished 14th, though, above Gibbs, 3 spots above Priest. So, you know, he got 3 extra points than Priest that last race at Richmond. So, you know, I feel like he probably is going to make the chase over Priest, but it would have to take some, like, literally 2 DNFs. But yeah, so it's going to be a good ending to the season. Yeah, I would have to say the most dominant car is Larson. The biggest upset is probably either Keselowski or Ty Gibbs, just with the kind of, you know, equipment that Ty Gibbs has. You know, he's fast. He started P4. So, but yeah, interesting race weekend. Not mad at the weekend. Could have been better racing wise, but that's just the next gen. But yeah, man, we got New Hampshire next weekend, right? New Hampshire next weekend. Let me double check that. Yeah, New Hampshire next weekend, 301 laps. Why not just make it 300? 301 laps, 318 miles. It's the Dollar Tree 301. Literally, what's the fucking point? Anyways, so yeah. Right, put down in the comments. My dog's is irritating me now. What? Go lay down. Go lay down. You just went outside. Anyways, drop down in the comments who y'all think is going to win the Richmond race or the New Hampshire race. And then after that, guys, we got Daytona. We got fucking Daytona. Anyways, much love to you guys, man. God bless everybody. Yeah, let me know if y'all want to see more of this. I don't know. I'm going to sit here and somewhat edit this 12-minute video, 11-minute video, and post it for 10 people. So I'm going to get out of here, all right? Later.